to walk the street, shouting out some prophecy to everyone he'd meet. He was a local fixture, like a cop out on the streets. Folks said he'd been shell-shocked long ago. More than that, nobody seemed to know that Oscar was a walker, at least 4 miles twice a day, the entire length of Main Street, shouting all the way. And I had no idea where he heard the things he'd say, but it was not your normal voice of doom. It was a happy song sung slightly out of tune. He'd say everyone will die and go to heaven. We will all be angels someday. What you are in this world don't count for nothing. We are only children lost along the way. We will all be angels someday. I worked at the Rialto, I took tickets at the door. Oscar, he'd come by most every day about 4:30 and pay to see some movie that he'd seen 10 times before. But mostly we just let him in for free. He'd watch 5 minutes and then come talk to me. He'd say everyone will die and go to heaven. We will all be angels someday. What you are in this world don't count for nothing. We are only children lost along the way. We will all be angels someday. Now it's going on 10 years since I left my hometown. I went back this summer. For a week I hung around, and I watched out for Oscar, but he was nowhere to be found. Someone said they finally had to commit him, and he died before they had time to forget him. Now I'm not about to argue, Oscar's train had jumped his track, but I bet my last dollar on a plain and simple fact that Oscar never said a word about me behind my back, from the way that I've been raised to understand. That alone makes him the better man. And everyone will die and go to heaven. We will all be angels someday. What you are in this world don't count for nothing. We are only children lost along the way. We will all be angels someday. We are only children lost along the way. We will all be angels. We will all be angels someday. Well, thank you, thank you. This next song is called I Wish I Still Smoked Cigarettes. It doesn't really mean I wished I still smoked cigarettes. Okay. That's the name of the song. I wish I still smoked cigarettes, light on my band, travel time to West and drink, and I whispered yes, whirling up the light of fire and feel alive. I wish I could go back to those nights sometimes. I wish I still drove a muscle car, horses rumbling under the hood, flying past a welcome sign into the stars, wishing I could leave for good. Yes, I swear I would. But every now and then I go back to the neighborhood. I wish I still did a lot of things I don't do anymore. When I didn't know what wasn't good for me, but I knew everything else for sure. I guess what I really miss is the freedom then, the way it felt, the innocence. That's what I really mean when I say I wish I still smoked cigarettes. I felt more grown up then. We were talking about where we were gonna go instead of talking about where we'd been. We'd ride around the lake and make those plans. Still had the world in the palm of our hands. We never had a chance. I wish I still did a lot of things I don't do anymore. When I didn't know what wasn't good for me, but I knew everything else for sure. I guess what I really miss is the freedom then, the way it felt, the innocence. That's what I really mean when I say I wish I still smoked cigarettes. They were hard to push away, but wherever you are tonight, I could tell you to this day that it wasn't the cigarettes I most regretted letting go up in smoke. I wish I still did a lot of things I don't do anymore. When I didn't know what it wasn't good for me, but I knew everything else for sure. I guess what I really miss is the freedom then, the way it felt, the innocence. That's what I really mean when I say I wish I still smoked cigarettes. Oh, Lord, I wish I still smoked cigarettes. Oh, Lord, I wish I still smoked cigarettes. Weedle-hey-ho. Thank you. Thank you. Song for Cleveland. This town's got rich folks dying right down beside the pool. Limousines and widows crying, victims of their lonely wars. There's caviar and beans and bacon lined up at the grocery store. This town's got a hard-headed river with sleeping pilgrims on their shore. This town's got folks on nothing, bundled up in broke-down cars, and college kids with BMWs parked in front of all-night bars. This town's got a small-town rumble. This town's got a big-time roar, barking dogs and lots of people swinging fists and slamming doors. This town's got dreams of plenty, some are wasted, some are new. This town taught me that it's not what you know, boys, what you do. What you do. This town's got a raging fever on a hot boiled July night. Me, I'm a one more true believer, trying hard to get it right. This town's got a poor man's muscle, and this town's got a rich man's clout. 500,000 fools keep trying, coming in and getting out. up and ready for whatever might come down. And right now I'm holding steady and hanging on here in this town. This town's got dreams aplenty, some are wasted, some are new. This town taught me that it's not what you know, boy, it's what you do. What you do. This town is rough and ready for whatever might come down. And right now I'm holding steady and hanging on here in this town. In this town, my town.
Go, Gary!
Thank you. Oh, I can hear my father laugh and say I'll always be a farmer. When I die they'll have to carry me off of this land. I still can see his faded overalls and wire-rimmed glasses, and the dirt that soap and water never quite washed from his hands. He'd ride for hours upon an old red Massey Harris tractor. Sometimes he'd let me sit up on his knee. Just a little longer, son, then we'll head home for supper. Then he'd wink and smile and say to me, Daddy's farming now, just an acre more to plow. But when the sun went down, we'd still be riding. The silver moon would rise and I'd watch through sleepy eyes. Oh, it all seemed right somehow, Daddy's farming now. In 1959, cholera swept the county. We all watched as one by one the hogs and cattle died. I think deep down he knew it then, his farming days were over. Late one night he sat down at the table and he cried. We moved on into town and that began his years of drifting. From job to job but never satisfied. Sometimes in the car I'd catch him staring at some wheat field, and I'd think to myself as he would drive, Daddy's farming now. Oh, in his mind somehow there's a tractor and a plow that he's out riding. Let him drift away, let him dream on yesterday. When the sweat rolled from his brow, Daddy's farming now. Whoa, whittly way, oh, whittly way, say oh. When Dad retired, he went out and he bought himself a lawnmower. He worked out in the backyard every day, it wasn't wet. In his heart and soul he still believed he was a farmer, and I believe that lawnmower was as close as he could get. When he took his last breath he was cutting grass at sundown. They came and they carried him away. And if there is a heaven where you choose your style of living, I know what he's doing if he has a say. Daddy's farming now. I know somewhere, somehow, there's a tractor and a plow my daddy's riding. Where the sun comes up and he works the land he loves. Where peace of mind is found, Daddy's farming now. Where the sun comes up and he works the land he loves. where peace of mind is found, Eddie's farming now. Whoa, Wheedle-way, oh, Wheedle-way, oh, say, oh. I can hear my father laugh and say, I'll always be a farmer.
All right, Gary.
Well, thank you, thank you. Okay, anybody want to play again? Ken, you want to play again? Okay.
Go
all
ahead,
right.
bring Ken back up.
That's a good idea.